in. I'm waiting for him. No response? Okay. Mr. Gene? Want to say what's up?
What's up?
See, he's cool. See, I was just like, shut up. Mr. Gene, I think anyone that works here is more crazy than cool.
Hey, that was cool. It's not cool.
Oh, cramp in the side. Oh. That's me. Why don't you tell him that, Sam? You yellow? So I love working here.
And that is true, ladies and gentlemen. I do love working at Off-Limits Paintball. This is Big Tex of the 318 Spartans again. As you can see here, I'm playing on Urban Assault. Again, obviously, with Nick, who I just messed with shooting at the vehicle. Also making sure my axe was working. It's giving me some problems, and I thought I fixed it once before, but it's still messing up. If anyone, watches this and knows, maybe what's going on, when I turn it on, my spire's working. My spire's put a paintball in the, I'm thinking it put one in the chamber, and what it's doing, it's got those, I think it's the eyes is what I can't remember. I'm just going to call it the eyes. Okay, I got the OLED board on it, and where it shows if a paintball should be there, it'll show a paintball's there, but then it'll go to X and I can't shoot it. Now, that's usually, when it starts out warming it up. So I have to turn it on, turn the hopper on. I got to dance a certain way. I got to stick my foot out, do all this just stupid stuff to get it to finally work. And, after a while, it'll shoot. But sometimes I'm wondering, maybe that spire didn't feed it. So I got to go. I need to really go and check that to make sure. But I haven't really done it yet. I may not. Knowing me, I'll probably wait until it gets too bad. And I don't really need to do that. As you can see here, Andrew's to my left, and that other gentleman right there. All three of us are going to run into the woods, as you can see here. We had originally talked about that, but I was worried, most of my other, the other teammates may not do what I was, hoping they would do. I was afraid they were going to all run to this side again. But thankfully, this time we kind of spread it out just enough. I had three of us in here. Andrew's going to be beside me, and that one gentleman's going to be in front of me. And, a little bit later in the video, you're going to hear me talking to him say, hey, if you'll move up, I can cover you. At least give you enough to where those guys can't shoot at you and they would duck back in. I already had them figured out after taking a couple shots at them, obviously. They would duck in after a few shots. So I was like, well, move up now. I don't recall him ever actually getting to shoot since, he was down in kind of a very strange way. Like, he was just laying on his back. He couldn't do nothing. If he had moved, they may have been able to shoot his feet. They may have been able to shoot him in any way. And me personally, I kind of wanted to get there. But yet again, I don't want to get too low and hurt my back. Also, I knew since I had about maybe 3 or 4, I knew 3 for sure, maybe 4 opponents in front of me, and they had a really good angle on me. They had a good view on me. They were throwing paint at me, back and forth, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it here also. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what Andrew needs to do. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. And that other guy in front of me, he's doing his thing. He's shooting at him. Andrew's kind of going out to the side. And here shortly, you're going to see Andrew go a little too far up ahead, and he's going to be in the open. That little opening is what I try to be careful with moving through these woods. Because once in that opening, anyone on the field in the open can shoot at you. I think just about there, Andrew gets eliminated. So here, I'm kind of looking at him, throwing a few paintballs at him, or technically shooting him. I call them throw sometimes. And I'm just, trying to keep them down as best as I can. Trying not to get myself eliminated, because if I know I get eliminated, then it's going to be 3 or 4 on one. So I'm going to try to at least take one out, maybe. And which I actually do. I thought I shot the guy in the head, but apparently I shot him in his crotch, and I apologize for doing that. That was not intentional. Never really want to do that. A lot of people think, you know what, I'll go buy a cup before I go play paintball. Yeah, not really worth it, spending that kind of money to go play paintball. You're going to spend a good amount on paint anyhow. If you really want to do something smart, and a lot of people don't think about this, but since I was trained PSP, literally right before, I can't think of what company bought them out. But right before they were bought out, I was training PSP, and I was being taught best option is while you're at the hotel or wherever if you live there, get like a hand towel, and what you're gonna do if you got a belt, loop it through that belt, so this way if a paintball hits there, it may still sting, it may hurt a little, but it's not gonna hurt as bad as it hitting your pants and then you're growing, that's uncomfortable. Um, or if you don't have a belt, just put half of it on the inside of your pants and the other on the front, so this way it's giving you still some pretty good cushion instead of looping it through your pants. This way, if it does fly forward and the paintball goes in between there, it's still going to hit. So, however you please to do it, it's better off than buying a cup if you ask me. Plus, also, I had to go clean a field one day, and I go out there and there's this cup, and I'm like, what? I literally was like, what the? I was not thrilled about it. I was cleaning the safe area, and I was like, I don't want to do this. It's my job though. So I found like a 5 foot, maybe a little bit more long stick. And I just put that stick on it, just vaguely picked it up and threw it in the trash. And then I went out and threw the stick in our little pond that we have out there. Never saw it again. I hope not to. But here, as you can see, I'm also trying to fight my hopper, trying to make sure it's not blocking me. And I think here I was shooting left-handed, which is my slower side, not my very smart side. So I'm over here trying to teach myself. If y'all heard my phone, my apology. As you can see here, I finally just get tired of it, and I just finally move over to this bunker. I know he can't really shoot me. If he does, he's going to get right in between those two boards, and it's going to hit me that way. But most likely, it's going to hit the board. And I finally just get tired of being there, so I just, I'll slowly duck down. And I'm going to look here soon over, like right now, look into the middle of the field, and I think I'll see Nick. Yep, there we go. Nick's going to be right there, and he's going to run right in the middle. Now, we're also playing objective, so meaning it's a center flag field. Got to grab the flag and take it to your opponent's base without getting eliminated. So I'm over here. I didn't think Nick was going to go for the flag. I don't recall him ever doing that. And I've reffed him plenty. So this time I'm watching him, thinking he's just shooting. And he does stay there a good bit. He shoots at me a good amount. He finally ignores me. He knows I can't really get any good shots on him. I think he realizes that I know he can't get much good shots on me unless I'm sticking out like this, all the way out, which I don't really want to. Now here shortly I'm going to get kind of, I guess you can use the word ballsy. I'm gonna want see someone I want to shoot, and I just get into it. Go, you know what? I'm out. I'm going to run out of the woods and see if I can shoot this guy. And I actually fell. I shoot someone, but it was the ref. Sorry, Sam. But as you can see here, I'm watching back and forth, making sure these guys ain't moving on me. Also checking in on my teammate. Seeing where he's at, what he's doing. He's doing the same thing. I think they knew he was there, and they weren't going to move up. They couldn't move up without breaking our distance rule, and our distance rule is mostly for, if you come out and you're a new player, and then we have to put you with a group that, has come out maybe once or twice, but they knew the rules pretty well, so that way, they don't get bunkered on their first time coming out. That does sometimes it can ruin it for people. And we don't want to do that, We are a family-run business, so we try to keep it clean as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way, so we try to keep everyone safe, As long as someone's having fun, we're fine. But here in a minute, I got tired of trying to work the GoPro. Sorry. Here right now, I'm tired of shooting at this one guy. I know I'm not going to hit him. I got tired of trying to waste paint on him. And I look over, and I think this is the part where I'm going to see this one guy walking, and he sees me, and I don't have a very clear shot. You may not be able to see it on, the camera or, right now, but there's like itty bitty limbs that I have been hitting this whole time, and I'm just like, okay, nope. So I run out here, I look straight, and there's a guy, but also Sam's beside him, the referee's beside him, and I hit Sam. Not purposely, but I hit him. So I'm having to go back and forth, and as you can see, I'm getting shot, and I'm checking myself. And finally one hits me. Yep, right there. You can see I'm calling myself out. I go up to Sam. I shot him in the butt. I'm sorry, Sam. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope if you liked it, please hit the like button down there. Subscribe. Y'all have a good week. and adios.